In this video, I want to convince you to practice Lent this year. So Lent is the 40-day period from Ash Wednesday to Maundy Thursday, which is the day before Good Friday and Easter. 40-day period where we focus on giving something up to prepare our hearts for Easter. So the 40 days comes from Jesus in the wilderness where he fasted for 40 days and for 40 nights. And the devil came to him and tempted him. It's a time of tempting, it's a time of trial, it's a time of saying no to the devil, and it's a time of growing and preparing our hearts, just as Jesus prepared his heart to go into his ministry. So the desert of Lent prepares our hearts for the oasis of Easter. It's a time where we say no to the devil. It's a time where we give up things, and it's a time where we reflect, where we repent. It's like a spring clean, where we clean out our heart as we look to the oasis of Easter, the blessing of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Easter can often get lost in our modern day culture, even for Christians who are meant to stop at this time of the Christian calendar to celebrate the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ and the core of the Christian faith. We can get lost in planning camping trips or family events or worrying about holidays or getting caught on the chocolate side of Easter. Sometimes our lives as Christians look no different to the lives of those who don't follow Jesus over the Easter period. And this is when Lent is so powerful, because it prepares us and prepares our heart and prepares our life to stop and to enjoy and to celebrate the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, which is at the core of the Christian faith. So there's three spiritual practices that Christians have done for centuries upon centuries, generations upon generations during this season of Lent in order to prepare our heart for Easter. They are praying, giving, and fasting. So praying is a great idea during the period of Lent, to focus every day, to have a new prayer rhythm, to reinvent your prayer life, to orientate yourself towards God. Giving orientates you towards others and focuses you on giving financially, giving to a charity, giving money to your church, giving your time to something during this period of Lent for 40 days. And then fasting is probably the most common thing you may have heard about Lent. So it's giving up something. Even though fasting may in its technical sense be food, you may fast food, but you could fast something else. I challenge you to give up something during this 40-day period. Don't give up something that's too easy to give up, and don't give up something that's too impossible that you won't do it, but finding that thing as you talk to God that you could give up for 40 days. It could be social media or movies, that kind of thing. It might be alcohol or some kind of vice or something you're too reliant on. It could be something that you're doing in your schedule that you just need to stop for a 40-day period because it's creating anxiety or it's creating too much pressure. This is the great challenge of Lent, to give up something, to go into the desert of Lent like Jesus did for 40 days and 40 nights in order to prepare our heart, to refresh our spirit, to enjoy the oasis of Easter, to deny ourselves, to create more space for God in our life and in our families as we head into Easter.